out to the boys, Fox and Shane. Set your minds free, no locks and chains. Do what you love, roll the dice. 50-50, we cold as ice. One thing cold, but a penny turn red. Can't let that clear in my head, Wargaming.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Hobby Homies. We are your weekly tabletop podcast. I am Shane, hanging out with Fox.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
What do we do with hands?
I don't know.
And of course, we've got Churchy,
In the void.
a man who knows exactly what to do with your hands.
That's why he's in the void. That's why
Yep.
we banished him. That's why you can't see him.
Exactly.
The implication is ripe.
I like to call them cations.
What do you mean? Because they're not full implications? Or you just like to abbreviate things?
I just abbreviate things.
Okay.
It confuses some people.
What do you mean
Me
some?
more so
I
than
think it
anyone.
confused everyone. If you said that to someone, what would you say? Placations.
Cations.
Cations. Oh man, the cations. If you said that to anyone, they'd be like, Shane, use your full
That
words,
sounds
please.
like a slur.
Yeah.
That sounds like a slur.
It does. We should beep that.
Yeah,
Churchy,
we
just
probably
in case.
this early on. We probably should.
Yeah. What could that... No. What are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about blaster. Good old fashioned blaster. Blast them.
Blast them.
Blast them. So I started blasting them. That's what he says. That's
I haven't seen it. What? sorry, everyone, if you try to understand what Shane said, because I think all he said was...
I've had two cans of Monster today, and I am peaking.
Yeah, okay. That's why you're shortening words. You're like, everything needs to speed up. Sentences need to be quicker.
Yep. Because
For all
words
the
just
cations.
slow me down.
Yeah, that's
Like,
right.
I'm just running at like a mile a minute right now, and you guys just need to keep.
Need to what? I'm sorry, I'm making it worse. We're talking about Blaster magazines.
Yes, we are.
By Electi Studio, because I feel like Blaster is representative of everything that we love about the hobby right now.
Yep.
This isn't an ad, by the way. We didn't get paid. No one's got a gun to our head.
No.
Unless.
Imagine getting paid with a gun to your head.
Yeah. Yeah, double incentive. It's
Yeah.
like, take the money or I'll shoot you.
Yeah.
Wait, I would take it. Well, I say the thing then. I'm gonna. You're paying me. Oh, I just bought this gun. Can we say gun on YouTube?
Probably
Anyways.
not. No.
Anyway, so yeah, we're talking about Electi Studios. They have a thing called Blaster magazines, which
Yeah.
we're going to talk a little bit about the history of Blaster, how it got to where it is now.
Yeah, where it is now is in a really cool place,
Yeah,
and it seems to have gone through a bit of a journey to get there.
yeah.
But yeah, very cool.
Well, it's funny you say that about the journey to get there,
Oh yes.
because I've been speaking with Greg Horton, editor-in-chief at Blaster at Electi Studios.
Yep.
Because we've been working with him closely to make our content for Dark Ages of Annun.
Yes, on our Battle Report channel. Check that out. Link in the description.
Dark Age of Annun, sorry.
Dark Age of Annwn. Yep.
And yeah, we've got a Battle Report. We've got episodes on that. You could find them literally by typing Dark Ages of Annun. Good luck with the spelling. You're on your own there.
They're still deciding on a name. It's a working title.
Yeah. So, no, I mean the word Anun. Like, how would you spell it if you didn't know how it
Oh.
was spelled?
There's like a Q in there or something.
Yeah, exactly. So, originally, the Blaster crew was a bit of an ensemble of game creators. I'll read out some of them so I don't miss key ones and what people that know indie war games or know wargaming.
They're all
well,
familiar names.
You'll know these people.
Yeah.
A guy by the name of Ash Baker. No, I'm just kidding. Ash Barker from GMG obviously
Yep.
made what's his zombie survival game?
Last Days, Zombie Apocalypse.
Yep.
He also made a mech one too. Steel Rift.
Yep.
And Gamma Wolves.
Gamma Wolves is what I was thinking of. Yeah, cool. Joseph McCulloch, you might know him from literally everything that is Frostgrave.
Big Joe.
Sean Sutter,
Yep.
Sludge and Relic Blade.
Yep.
No,
No, never mind. I'm
Okay.
thinking of
You're thinking
go.
of Mike Hutchinson?
Yes.
Gaslands and Hobgoblin?
Mystic Skies too.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, Mystic Skies was also made with... Anyways.
Yeah, that's
forget
like
the studio.
magic carpets, like Aladdin. It's so cool.
Yeah, such a unique concept.
Yep.
Planet Smasher Games, I think, was involved with that as well.
Yep.
Joey Maguire, This Is Not a Test, etc.
Yep.
So they were all sort of working together, and early editions of Blaster were sort of your more conventional wargaming zines.
Yeah, they were like expansions for games almost.
Yeah.
Like Gaslands had Gaslands Legacy and another one which I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was like here's this game that's already there. Here's like it's like a DLC. Here's like a bunch more content for it.
Yeah, and they would do that across editions. So it was like you might get a game like Mystic Skies, for example, in this edition, but then there'll be some more campaigns and scenarios in the next edition.
And they did exactly that with Sludge over volume 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Got Sludge War, the core one, and Sludge Nations, which brought a whole bunch of other factions and other mechanics to the game.
And during this process of making these games, they brought on Greg Horton as their like graphic designer, and then later editor and eventually publisher, and so he came in there and started doing all that stuff. And it's a really cool, it's like a really cool transition into him becoming the head guy, the lead guy, the visionary, the overseer, because as Blast and Mags were sort of ramping up in popularity, all these game creators are also making their own games.
Yeah.
And doing their own things as well. So like it was sort of like the actual production of games and Blaster magazines was going down, but the popularity of it was going up, and they didn't really have like a cohesive vision. They need almost like one person with a identity to give it an identity.
Yeah.
And I feel like Greg stepped in and gave them that in Blaster, because from Blaster Volume 5 onwards, it's like now it's Blaster Volume 5, you get just one game.
One game.
And everything, it's a full completed indie war game in a single volume.
Yep.
You don't need to go buy DLC later or the next volume to get more expansions. It's expected that edition is the entirety of that game.
Yep. Which is a really cool way of publishing games, right? Like, instead of having like each person publishing their own games or going through like Modifius or some third party like Osprey or something, they're all working together, and like Volume 5, I'm pretty sure, was Dead by Lead.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's like we're all putting out this, and then next one, Volume 6, is
Slip Runners,
which is a Xeogenesis world.
It is,
which is everyone knows about Xeogenesis right now.
Yeah, so hot right now.
So hot
Xeogenesis.
So built in that universe. So like, and then the one after that, Arsenal. So like, it's just so cool how they can channel everything into each different edition.
And they've even gone back and cleaned up those first editions by making the Blaster archives.
Yeah, yeah.
So they basically took all the bits and bobs of, say,
Sludge
out of the different volumes and put it into one single volume, called it Blaster Archives Sludge. That's the full book of Sludge.
Yep, which you can buy on Wargame Vault using our link in our description for our affiliate code.
That's it. And if you want more info on any of the games that we're talking about, and like where to get them and all that kind of stuff, you can go to electi-studios.com.
Yep.
Maybe we'll slap it in the description because it's got a hyphen that confuses people.
Or you can just Google Electi Studios.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We don't have to spoon feed everyone.
No, just ourselves.
Just ourselves. I don't even know if I could eat off a spoon properly anymore. I don't even remember the last time I ate off a spoon.
You don't use spoons?
No, what would I use a spoon for?
Well, you could use it for yogurt.
You know what? Now that
ice cream.
Now that you say that, actually, it was a spoon every day.
Cereal.
Yeah,
breakfast, the most important meal of the day.
Well, it depends who you are and what time it is, and what kind of breakfast you have. But yeah, you're right.
Porridge.
I was thinking I haven't had cereal in like decades, but then every day I have like
Sultana brand.
That's not cereal. That's probably why you said that. Is that what you have? You have Sultana brand?
I like Sultana brand.
Right.
Thank you very much.
We don't want people to tune out now, so let's carry on. I don't want to hear about your Sultana brand story. You talk about it.
Sultana brand. Yeah, Churchy's in it. Yeah.
Anything with brand in it. You know what I'm saying?
Me and Churchy, we're brand bros.
I don't like that at all. I don't like that one bit. I mean, I like that I'm not included for once.
What do you mean for once?
I mean, can I just be a brand friend? Okay.
No.
So that all of that is true. What we just said is true.
Sultana brand.
Yeah, about the spoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Go to Electi Studios. It has a breakdown of all the games, which ones are archived, which ones are in the volumes, which we just said.
Yeah.
There's also some other games there that Electi Studios has helped in some capacity.
Yeah. Yep.
Things like Bloody Hollow, Eternal 15mm sci-fi wargaming.
That looks so good.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I was thinking that too as we were prepping for this episode.
Yep.
I just like something that Blaster does better than anyone else is how consistently fantastic the art is.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
I think that's probably part of what Greg does and all of the creators in the process, where they've got a standard.
Yep.
And he's so good at bringing a game creator and saying, you need, I feel like this is fantastic, but you need a little bit more lore.
Yep.
Let's bring in this person who I know is fantastic at turning your vision into an actual universe.
Yep.
And here's a person that we can use for some art that I think will match well with what you've, and then through that process, that collaborative indie effort, you just have these incredible books with awesome art, fantastic lore, and it's so well, all of them are so concise.
Mm-hmm.
Like Slip Runners, which I'll talk about later, is only 50 pages.
Yep.
And it's just got every single thing. It's not a wasted page.
Nah.
So I think it's just well designed like that.
Yep.
I think it'd just be like that.
It do be like that, dude.
Seraphim and Sanctuary, and finally Hobgoblin, which is the hotness right now.
Yep.
In the Electi Studios Discord, the Hobgoblin chat is the one that's just constant.
Not as popular as Mind Goblin, though.
What's that?
Oh, do you mind Goblin these nuts?
Well done. Well done. That joke, apart from being like over a decade old and out of date, we have let it run for too long, which harkens back to the realization on what did we do? Maybe it was Dark Ages of Annwn or Age of Fantasy Quest, one of the battle reports, where we realized our only humor was dick humor.
Yeah. But I mean, what do they expect? We're grown men in our 30s.
Yeah, exactly. What else do we have?
Nothing.
We don't have time to think of quick, witty remarks.
Original jokes?
Shane likes bran. That's so funny. All right.
Says a man who couldn't remember the last time he used a spoon.
It was yesterday. It was literally yesterday. That's what I'm saying. If we can't remember stuff like that, how are we supposed to think of funny, creative things to talk about?
You're right.
Every week, too.
Every week, every Sunday.
Every Sunday. So, I forget the point of what I was saying. Well written. Oh, yeah, Hobgoblin, the hotness.
Yep.
So, this is mostly about Blaster.
Yeah.
So, we want to talk about the games that have come out since Blaster's reforging under the anvil of Greg Horton.
Yep.
Which is volumes 5, 6, 7, 8 so far.
So far.
Tell me about Dead by Lead.
Dead by Lead.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So,
while Shane writes some notes down.
I've got
I'm just kidding.
Pages.
Oh, okay.
I mean, mine scrolls.
What? Well, of course it does. I didn't say it didn't. Who are you correcting?
I'm not correcting anyone.
Oh, you're just making
I'm just telling you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But by the way, scrolls.
Oh, yeah. That's good that your modern phone. Actually, that does surprise me based on the types of phones that you buy.
Yeah,
your
sure.
$200 is your limit.
Hey, this one was $500.
It's actually got a scroll wheel like a mouse. We're going to go through and give you a little synopsis of each of the newer games.
Yeah.
Because actually, I didn't think about this, but the Kickstarter that's going live in a couple weeks actually gives you the ability to buy all of these editions in one big bundle where you save like over 25% or whatever.
Nice.
Which basically, if you're in Australia, means you pay retail but don't have to worry about exorbitant shipping.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are in Australia, please back it because it's hard to get over here unless they get a ton of backers. So do that and listen to these.
We'll put a link in the description for it too.
Yeah.
Dead by Lead, a gritty Western skirmish game set in a fictional town of Bloodstone, Arizona in the mid to late 19th century. Bloodstone was a boom town, which is a town that saw a rapid rise in population due to the wealth and riches procured from the mine.
That'll do it. Miners.
Yes. Not the dwarven kind. The introduction in the Blaster magazine says it all. The mid to late 19th century, Western United States can be categorized by the struggles of its frontier life during the American expansion. Often romanticized for the adventure found in its stories of crime and justice, it has become the birthplace of countless folktales brimming with heroes and villains alike. Yeah. That
is cool.
What do you need to play? Well, the standard accoutrements will help. 6 to 12 Western-themed miniatures to represent your gang.
Okay.
1 D12. And a handful of D6 for each player. A tape measure.
1 D12?
Yeah, just one, which I thought was strange. Terrain, ideally Western themed.
Of course.
And a roster sheet with some pencils and tokens.
Yep.
So
classic.
You'll also need a standard deck of playing cards with the jokers removed.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I know you don't really like playing cards in war games, but I think you'll like this mechanic. It's cool.
It's funny. Okay, yeah, no, tell me.
Yeah.
You know what? I hated it in
Rangers of Shadow Deep.
I didn't know it was in that.
Yeah.
Well, now I hate it even more. What's it doing in that? I feel like there are certain games where it lends well to.
Yeah.
Games like Billion Suns I didn't like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it felt like it was a replacement for their, like they could have given you I mean, they're obviously not, it's miniature agnostic. So they don't have deck. Anyways, I digress.
It's almost a way of rolling on a table.
Yeah.
In Rangers, it is because like you draw it and it's kind of like an event.
Yeah.
So you consult the table like, oh, what does, 8 of clubs do?
So it just replaces rolling on a table.
Kind of, in a way. Maybe.
Anyway, it just breaks immersion for me in certain games. Like in a Western game where they'd be playing poker around a table.
It works.
Right? But in a game of spaceship combat.
Yeah.
Huh? What do you got a deck of cards for? Shouldn't you be worried about, I don't know, hyperspace, hyperdrive, the space pirates? Carry on.
So, there's a ton of miniatures available for Dead by Lead.
Yep.
Electi Studios collaborated with Skullforge, who also did Arsenal.
Yep.
And they put together a really cool range of STLs. So go and check those out. They're on the Electi Studios store as well.
Great.
You can buy them.
That's cool.
They're really cool. There is a stat line. It's really basic. You've got 4 stats. You've got iron, which is like your skill with a firearm or a bow. Grit, how tough you are. Brawl, how effective you are in melee.
Yep.
And luck.
Do you ever think about, whilst we're talking about this game, and this game is important, I don't want to give it its due diligence, but do you ever think about when you hear those stats, what you would be in like which ones of those you would have or just not even have? Because I listen to those, I'm like, wow, if I was a character, I would not have it. What would I have? Luck. Literally just luck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the book,
0.
it actually says like a character that has a lot of luck can do just as well as a character with a lot of grit. So grit is like your health, right? It's like your your stamina and stuff.
Yeah.
So you can have like a really low, like scrawny, weak kind of
chill
dude, much like yourself.
Yeah.
But you can be
Similar
super
stature.
lucky.
Yeah, I am super lucky. That is my superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I feel like I fit into this. Carry on.
Thank you.
I'm done with my time. You may have some time now. Everyone, shush. I've allowed Shane to speak.
The game has some really cool mechanics. The deck of cards mentioned is called the aim deck.
Nice.
So players draw random cards, and the value of the card, with face cards and aces being 10, determines the target number and the difficulty of the shot.
Hence the D12.
Yeah, I guess so. So you
guess.
you draw your card and it's a 7 of hearts or whatever. You need to roll a 7 to hit.
On your D12.
On your D12.
That's your single, that's your gun. The D12 is your gun.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yep.
That's cool. I like that.
So cover requires you to draw additional cards and pick the highest result.
Okay.
So obviously the higher the result, the harder it is.
I like that. That's really good.
Yeah. So if you're on heavy cover, which like you'd be inside a building, like looking at a window, you would a peephole. You would draw 3 cards.
Yeah.
And pick the highest one.
And then your opponent would have to roll higher than that.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. You can also mount and dismount horses in the game to utilize movement,
which we've learned is very dangerous.
It's fatal.
Yeah. Before we started the show, Churchy told us a story for some reason.
It was completely off topic. I don't know where it came from.
Yeah. He just came out with it. We're like, are we ready for a sound test? He's like, before that, I need to tell you the story.
You guys heard of Christopher Reeve?
Yeah. That's right. We were trying to figure out how he broke his back, and then somehow Churchy was talking about horses. And he mentioned a story where they were trying to breed a mare and a stallion, and the mare was just not having it, I guess.
And one shot the stallion.
And kicked the stallion in the face and killed it.
Yeah.
So
it's quite tragic, actually.
Yeah, it's a really sad story, and we just didn't understand. We still don't understand Church's humor, but, alas.
It's the void, I guess.
It's the void. It changes them. So what was the point of the story? Yeah, horses are dangerous.
Horses are dangerous, but if you risk it, you can ride them.
Wow, okay.
And utilize their movement. So I guess you can cross the table pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Models
kicked in the face.
Models can also buy upgrades by spending cash, and they can have flaws while giving them a bonus. So it's kind of like Dark Age of Annwn, right?
Yeah.
So you have a flaw, but you get a bonus for it.
Yeah, flaws and feats.
Bane and a boon.
Yeah.
For example, you can be arrogant, which gives you a +1 to your luck. Yep.
That's what I was like. Yeah.
Yep.
I found me.
But you cannot benefit from cover while you have no current wounds. So I
Because
imagine you're so
obnoxious.
arrogant, you're
Yeah.
just hanging out the window.
Yeah, you can't hit me. Yeah, it's me at football, actually.
Yeah. So the game is, from what I've read, which was only briefly today, really straightforward. It's got a very, very fleshed out rule book. It's got stats for all the different weapons. Leans on the miniature agnostic thing, but there are a really cool range available. Plus, you can get like, Wargames Atlantic are making like all these really cool kits these days.
Yeah.
There's a Gunslingers one, which I can't remember what's
Sounded so
on
like
my head.
boomer of you. Like, what is it? The new guys, Wargames Atlantic, they're making some great stuff these days. These new fandangled studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like 50 pages, I think, as well.
Yeah, it's clean.
Yeah.
Well put together.
Yeah.
I love I'm really excited to like jump on the campaign, get the 4 books, and then stay up to date, because it's like the great thing is you get such a different, like these really different games.
Yeah.
Like you think about Sludge and Mystic Skies and Slip Runners and all these kind of games where it's like they're all so different because they're all by different creators and different people. Like these are cool collaborative pieces. So it's not just one person's vision. It is a game designer's vision alongside Greg bringing it all together, but also the person who might be doing this part of it as well. I just think you get these really unique end products.
Yeah.
That makes it cool to be like, what's the next thing coming out? Who knows?
Who knows?
Hey, I want to talk about volume 6.
Go for it.
Slip Runners.
Yeah.
This one is very cool.
Yep.
So obviously, like, there's a ton of war games that are war games.
Yep.
I like how different Slip Runners is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a fresh take. So I'll read its little synopsis.
Go on.
In Slip Runners, players take on the role of a mercenary pilot in an agile spaceship racing against time and each other to reach the slip point, an invisible gap between spheres. Use burn and turn commands, so it's like a command-based game. Players navigate using Newtonian physics, balancing speed and maneuvering to collect the encryption signals with secret information their employees are desperately trying to get a hold of. Be the first to collect them and escape through the slip point before your competitors can. So this is by Gav Thorpe and Andy Chambers.
Yep.
Bit of a tribute to Andy's love of spaceships. You might have heard of one of his spaceship games called, what is it? Battlefleet Gothic.
Doesn't ring a bell.
I've never heard of it. By Games Workshop. so Slip Runners is a lot different, obviously.
You know so.
And features a simple concept that will have you careening your ship around like a bit of a Tokyo drift car.
Nice.
Which is cool. Tearing through space and punching it at the last second to cross a slip. Slip Runners draws inspiration from manga and anime, and sort of gives people like a 10 billion foot view of Best Hobby's brand new gaming universe, Xenogenesis, which is really cool. What I loved was, as I was reading through the rule book, I was interested to see what does it look like? Because I always think, okay, I'm kind of expecting you have a ship, maybe you have command tokens that you put down and then you measure 6 inches and move forward, maybe you pivot, whatever it is. It wasn't kidding when it said you use Newtonian physics, and I'll do my best to describe this.
Cool.
This is a really cool mechanic where you've only got one ship, so it allows you to have more to think about, including this, the way it moves. And you're basically, racing each other to get to these like encryption points, get the data, grab the data, and then get off the slip before the other person does. The Newtonian physics involved is like you've got vectors, which is basically front, back, left, right.
Sure.
That's the way your ship moves.
Yep.
And you can put down your velocity points into up to 2 of your vectors.
Okay.
So say you put a D6 in the front, so you're going forward 6.
Yep.
And like a 3 in the right-hand vector.
Yep.
You're obviously going that way.
Yeah.
Then on the next turn, if you say put a 5 in the back,
Yep.
you actually subtract the front one from that and you have a 1 in the front still.
Okay.
So you haven't slowed down enough to, so you
Which
can put...
is cool, right?
It's really cool because the faster you go forward, obviously...
The harder it is to stop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, and like say you put a 3 in the front and you're moving forward, left or right or whatever, and then you put a 6 in the back.
Yep.
Now you're going 3 backwards because you've punched it backwards.
You've slammed it into reverse.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so the difference in power, and you can only ever have power in the 2 vectors. So I thought that was just a really cool way to do movement. And if you're doing just one ship and that's the game, you do want more things to think about. You want more challenges, more complexity, more tension in your things. Because if you just got you imagine you play a game where you've just got one miniature, and you move 6 and shoot. You're just like, okay,
it's like you're waiting for your turn.
Yeah. So you want to give some more crunch, and I feel like that was a really fantastic way of doing it.
Yep, that sounds awesome.
And I love the way that the book is sort of like laid out, because I was really impressed, and this probably is a large part of like Greg and his design. But it's just like a couple rules, nice little snippet of lore, with fantastic art that's so on theme for the game. Couple more, like another section, another piece of lore, and it was just so well laid out. And I thought this rule book actually gave me a lot of inspiration for the game one of the games I'm working on. Where I was like, this is such a good format. Big section, mechanics, gameplay, whatever. Cool little snippet that sort of ties that section into itself. And then, I just thought it was well designed.
Dead by Lead was laid out in a very similar way. Like it had, obviously it's got the same editor and the same designers working on it, but like there'd be a bunch of rules and then some lore and with like a newspaper clipping. It really lent into the theme. It was cool. And like just like a full page of like art, and it's just like this like beautiful revolver, just like it's done so good,
and it's so underappreciated. I think when like originally I looked at these games, I've looked at Arsenal a couple of times and Dead by Lead a while ago as well, and you can look at these games and kind of gloss over that. And then you're like, wow, these books hold up against like literally any of them.
Oh, for sure.
A Modiphius book, anything. But it's each title has that much effort and anyways. I digress. So what's cool about this is although it's 50 pages, which in my head is like a smaller rule book. It's got campaigns. Campaign play. And it's probably much the same for Dead by Lead.
Exactly the same campaign. It's
like
got
added modules that you can throw on, like extra rules,
carryover effects. Like character injuries, stuff like that. Obviously, maybe like ship damage or something.
Pilot, like specific pilots and their buffs, and really really cool. So we've talked about Arsenal quickly. I'll stream over it. It's Blaster Volume 7 is Arsenal. And that is Titanfall, the game. And it's not unashamedly Titanfall. It's proudly Titanfall. In fact, the creator of it said, I was inspired by Titanfall. And for those who don't know what that is, it's basically you've got a big mech. You're a pilot of a big mech. And it's just this really cool high sci-fi mech. It's definitely it feels a lot less clunky and missile based than say BattleTech. It feels more streamlined and like melee combat. It's almost more anime, I suppose. So very cool. And in this game you have a mech that's your main character, so to speak. And you start with 5 troops on the ground, but you have another 7 in reserve. And at the end of I think it's every turn there's like ingress phases where things will come down. You'll just like hell divers in.
Nice.
Things will drop in. Maybe a hacker will drop in on the other side of a wall. If you've got a sniper, they can see a good spot for it to land. And it will hack another mech and either reduce its movement or disable a system. Or if you left your mech off the table, it can ingress in, and if it lands on people, sorry, you're gone.
You're standing in the wrong place.
And it's meant to, it plays so quick. Like any single turn could just flip it. The game state changes all the time because things are dropping in different spaces.
That's so cool.
It's almost like such an open movement.
I love that.
Yeah, it's very cool.
And quickly touching on Dark Age of Annwn as well, Blaster 8. We've covered that in depth on its own episode, Battle Reports. So check that out. But just imagine Welsh folklore after the Roman Empire has fallen. Everything is in absolute disarray. And you have this small village with a small warband, and you're just trying to survive the elements, the winter.
That's right. You play through each season of a year, trying to survive the various seasons, trying to get enough food to survive, trying to upgrade your village, fighting other villages, whilst also fighting the horrors of Welsh folklore.
Like leprechauns.
I didn't know that was in there. I didn't see that.
They're coming.
Oh Lord, they're coming. But like Shane said, if you want to see more about that, we've got an episode about that called Dark Ages of Annwn. And that's only a handful of weeks ago, and also only a handful of weeks away. That is coming out at the same time that the campaign that we just mentioned goes live. Like it's releasing Volume 8, but also allowing you to purchase all 4 of the previous volumes.
Yep.
In a delicious bundle deal. So go check that out. If there's any games that you are frothing and you want to see us play them, let us know in either A, the Discord and at us, or B, the comments of this video. But I also want to know, have you played them, like the ones that we just mentioned?
Yep.
We know loosely of them, including like Hobgoblin and Eternal, especially. I want to suss that. Let us know if you've played them. What were your thoughts about them? How did they compare to other games in the same genre? Give us the 411, the lowdown.
Yes, please.
We love that shit.
Absolutely. You can find links to our Discord and hobbyhomies.com. Recently, the website has had a bit of a refresh, and it's currently, Fox is working really hard. He's done a great job.
Thanks.
And you are still currently twiddling with a few things.
Do not view it on your mobile phone or tablet.
Dear Lord,
oh,
don't.
God, no. I'm not a wizard, Harry. I'm not a wizard.
On PC,
it
1080p.
Okay.
It's bearable.
It's bearable.
No,
so
it's coming together nicely.
actually,
a bit of a refresh.
it's funny you say that. Completely forgot about it until you just said that. So I'll get on that.
Yeah. I actually checked today, and I'm like, has it changed? I'm like, you're busy.
He's probably still working on it. Was
still doing
not even in my conscious realm. So that's a good reminder to get back on.
Check out hobbyhomies.com. There's links there to our cool stuff. You can join our Patreon if you so choose to. You can also join for free, where free members still get to vote on polls and stuff.
Yeah. I'd say like 20% of our posts are available for everyone.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The rest, like early access and other things, are for paid members, which you can do for as little as $2 a month. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can contribute and access for free.
For as little as $2 a month, you can be one of these absolute legends with your name on the board. Shout out to the OGs and the main homies and the legendaries. We've got some new ones, Fox. MJ, Moose, Fatboy, Tom Hart and stuff, Sun and Psyche, Real One, that's you, Numa, and Gabriel B. The Goats, Burnsy, Finasaur, Hockers, Gridlock, Gentleman, Matty, Matt.
We got the OGs, Darren M, Souls, Are You, Warrior, Churchy, Rad, Ollie, Penny, Don Juan, Don, Pure, Blind, Jackson V, Mini Walmart, Analog Line, Tim Smith, Chris P, Jason L, Vumu, Matt Jackson, David Pigeon, Mike Ilk, Ike, Oz Wargaming, and Big Roach. Big shout out to our newest OG, Only Schmear.
Only Schmear.
Only Smear. Only Smear.
Only Smee?
I think it's like only me, only Smear.
Only Smee?
Yeah. And we also have a ton of new free members, so I don't think you need to tell people. We literally have 4 in the last 2 days. So that's awesome.
They're still
upgraded
legends.
from main homie to OG homie.
Yes, he did.
Thank you, Dan.
Yep.
That's why they call you Dan the Man.
He is Dan the Man.
That's why people call him that.
I know.
It would be weird to call him anything else.
Nah.
Back when he was the previous tier was just Dan.
He's just Dan. Yeah.
Just kidding, Dan. You are the man. You are the man. All right, we'll see y'all next week where we talk about, that's right, we've got a sneak peek exclusive.
Yeah.
We'll give it to you now, actually. Next week we're talking about Churchy Cut. Churchy Cut. The next week we're talking...
Woo! Big up to the boys, Fox and Shane. Set your minds free, no locks and chains. Do what you love, roll the dice. 50-50, we cold as ice. One thing cold, but the penny turn red. Can't let that shit in my head, Wargaming.